Hi, welcome to Mayhem News Live Wrestling Weekly. This is Team Mid Lives, the Man in Black, and we are here this morning on a Saturday. And as you can tell, SpongeBob is playing in the background. My son is home, and it is the weekend, and we have a lot of stuff to talk about. Got a lot going on in the wrestling world. We did not have an earthquake. My phone just kind of messed around here. Alright, let's see. We're going to go over wrestling headlines today. Sports Legacy Institute will honor WWE with 2013 Impact Award for their commitment to solving the concussion epidemic in sports. There's a lot of mentions and talk about Stacy Keibler saying she's wanting to come back to WWE to basically maintain a lifestyle that she was used to, and I can understand that. You used to living at a certain level in life, and here's our big question. We're going to go ahead and do a big question for today, and normally I do it in like during the show or something like that. Big Show was fired. Okay, Big Show knocked out Triple H. Okay. Smackdown announcers talk about warrants for the Big Show. All right. With all that being said, the Big Show knocking out Triple H, is it setting up for Big Show versus Triple H at a later date? I'm not sure, but it would be interesting. Be something we hadn't seen, or something different, and we hadn't seen in a while. I think that would be, And here's something else you can chew on for a while. Is there someone behind the actions of Big Show? Some unknown person, such as Vince, or someone we don't know? And, that's just something for you to chew on. Just something I've been thinking about. Because, all of a sudden, he's not worried about his family. He's not worried about money. And I'm thinking, maybe somebody in the background has done told him, don't worry, I got you covered. So we'll just have to see. There's a report that Michael Hayes, former Freebirds member and a member of WWE Creative, has been suspended indefinitely due to the incident where he was accused of offering Rosa Mendez alcohol. The PW Insider and Pro Wrestling.net actually said that it was an incident that now I haven't heard anything. There's nothing on WWE.com, so we're just talking about this and getting on about our business. Basically, that because of Rosa's been going to rehab, that they thought it was a bad taste. If it actually happened, I don't know. Let's see. TNA. We're going to go on the TNA Impact Wrestling results. Didn't have many headlines today. I do realize after watching this week's Impact Wrestling that that there's a voice that I can't stand. That just Dixie Carter's voice is like, how would you describe it? How would you describe? Oh, a dentist drill pumped through a 1,000-watt amplifier. I had to turn the volume down just to be able to survive Impact's opening segment. Thank God Austin Aries saves the day with a backstage promo, which sets up Aries defeating Matt Hardy. Not Matt Hardy. Matt Hardy's talking about me. Bastard. Anyway, defeating Jeff Hardy. Match was expected, full of action. It's Jeff Hardy and Austin Aries. Had a very dangerous finish. He did a brainbuster off the second or third rope, and that was badass but scary. ODB defeats Jesse via Topa DQ. This was kind of a wasted segment. I don't know, and it was kind of the crowd and the announce team had no clue what was going on. Topa come out and interfered. And then the crowd was kind of clueless. Topa did the Togan death grip, and no one in the crowd or the crew announced had a clue. But yeah, I just think that that was kind of a wasted match. Nobody even realized that she did the Togan death grip, that Ming used to do, and she even saw the crowd not reacting and just decided, to do something else. I think it was really pathetic, but people don't know who that is. Angle makes his return to confront Ego. It's good to see Kurt Angle back, and I agree with some of the people on the internet. I'm glad they didn't go into why he left. They just come back and went right on back into business. Velvet was defeated by Brooke Tessmacher with a little help and distraction from her boyfriend, and to get her a shot at Knockouts champion. Magnus and Sting defeats Bad Influence, with Magnus being a little irritated by Sting tagging himself in to get the win. And I think what we're seeing, since the Aces and Eights are pretty much on their way out of TNA as a storyline, I think we're seeing the Mafia decide to, we've got, later on in the show we'll talk about something else, but the match between Sting and Magnus, and then now we've got a little heat between them two. I think maybe you'll eventually see the Mafia kind of go away. And to end the show, Styles versus Nux and Bischoff in a double team match, and it was a quick match, and it had a pretty good ending. Bully Ray pulling the Roman Emperor thing, coming out there after Knox and him had pretty much beat AJ down, and beat up on him some more, and then stood over him and talked trash. Smackdown results. Smackdown was actually an excellent show. I actually got a chance to watch all of it, and the show starts off with Vicky getting kissed by Del Rio. Poor Vicky. I'd hate to know I had to kiss Del Rio if I was her. And I don't care what anybody says, even a former co-host of this show, Vicky Guerrero is a fine woman. That is a good-looking woman. Eddie Guerrero had good taste. And I agree with Goldust. She is a sexy woman. If you don't believe that, you need to get your eyes checked. And this basically set up Sandow versus Del Rio. Seth says hello, by the way. Axel defeats Truth in a great match. That saw Truth put in a great effort. Axel, pretty much what he normally does. Los Matadores defeat Los Locals, continuing their winning streak. The Divas match really made no sense. Seth, you said hello, that's enough. Watch SpongeBob. I'm sorry. He loves SpongeBob. What can I say? Del Rio did defeat Sandow, even with Sandow coming back after the match and going after him with the Money in the Bank case, and I just think that was pretty funny. The actual little session they had in between with Sandow coming out after Del Rio kissed Vicky was actually pretty funny. Primetime Players and Kali defeats 3MB. Great match, and Kali and 3MB are comedy. That's just it's funny. It's good. You're going to get a good laugh. Okay, best part of the night. And
Kali in a pink shirt.
Yeah, Kali coming out in a pink shirt was actually pretty interesting. But the best part of the night, since Battleground, Goldust and him have come back, him and Cody, and got their jobs back. And they won. They came back, and when I saw them, they were going to face the Wyatts. I was like, that's not going to be good. But however, it was a great match. They took on Rowan and Harper with Bray Wyatt outside in his rocking chair. It was an excellent match. Both teams bringing the match hard. It was hard not to watch. It was hard not to watch the match. It was just really good. Goldust was hitting on all pistons, and even though Cody and him have never tagged, or before, they meshed well. I guess knowing each other all your life makes a difference. Great to see the Rhodes Dynasty getting a push they deserve. Bray Wyatt and them were not very happy with, them losing. I think we might be seeing who the Rhodes dynasty is going to face and kind of have a bump in with. I think maybe we might be seeing by Bray's reaction to them losing. Yeah, but I'm really interested in seeing their push. I think it's going to be great. I think they're going to end up, maybe going against the Wyatts. Maybe going. Who knows? Who knows what's going to happen? But it's good to see Goldust and Cody back on TV. It's good to see their little interactions. And the fact that they're actually calling themselves the Rhodes Dynasty. And I think that's really cool. It was good to see, Dad during Battleground, a pay-per-view, and actually hitting the bionic elbow, and I just kind of like the fact that it's, I just found out something. You hear me talk about Chimera, and I checked Chimera's Twitter. And if you don't know who Chimera is, I'm not going to tell you. You're going to have to find out on your own. Most people are going to know who Chimera is. All right, I'll give you just look at Chimera's Rage on YouTube. Okay. I kind of saw that he's actually in next, and I can't wait. If what's going to happen is what's going to happen. I can't wait to see. Because I think we're building up to something. And I think it's going to be. I think it's exciting that's coming. And I don't get to see next a lot. I see a lot of stuff Soleil's Winter post about it because it's kind of hard to watch stuff on your phone. And I hate that I didn't do a Ring Warriors video preview and talk about what happened on Ring Warriors on the episode 5, but I truly hate that I didn't get to do a show. Hold on. But I think we're coming up on something exciting, and I didn't get to do the Ring Warriors thing because for some reason it won't let me watch it on my phone, and right now I don't have a computer, so I just I like those shows, I really do, and I'm gonna eventually get around to where I can see it. But I think if you'll check out Chance Prophet on Facebook, he actually lists the matches and stuff. And I think maybe he gives you another link. I'm gonna try that one to see if that link works, and maybe see if I can watch it through the internet, still through the YouTube app. So we'll see, and I'll do a catch up on the Ring Warriors like I did the first show. I didn't have much stuff today to talk about. I got some stuff I need to talk about in the sponsor stuff and everything. So, like I said, every Tuesday we do a wrestling broadcast. We cover Raw and Ring Warriors and any kind of, sometimes I talk about Ring of Honor. And then Saturday we do a Wrestling Weekly, which is this show, and we usually cover TNA and Smackdown and any headlines and any indie stuff coming up. We have some great sponsors here, and Zach Pack Promotions was our first sponsor. There are Zach Pack Promotions on Facebook and at ZPack Promotions on Twitter. You can also go to their webpage to see what they're all about. It's www.zachpackpromotions.com. And if you're interested in their Busting for Autism event on November 16th and 17th of this year, you can go to zachpackpromotions.com/busting the number 4 autism, and you can check out everything that's going on. It's going to be in Katy, Texas. You do not have to go to donate. They've got some wonderful prizes and stuff they're trying to give away, tickets to concerts, they've got tanning sessions, a bunch of things on there. Just all you got to do is pretty much donate a certain amount, and but they're doing Lunch with the Stars, and unfortunately we found out, as we talked about earlier, Goldust has got his contract back with WWE, and Goldust has been very active in the indie scene and very active in the doing a lot of stuff for charity and stuff like that. But he regrettably let them know that he was not going to be able to appear, basically due to the contract changes with WWE. And, which is where everybody wanted to see him. We really wanted to see him back on TV. We think that's where he's in the best shape of his life. That's where he needs to be. I think he had a lot of fun in the Indies, and I think eventually he will go back to the Indies. Once his run with WWE is, and I think it. I know for a fact that he was kind of upset that he couldn't go. I know he can't go to Bros Brawl 9, which is coming up in November. Is also coming up in December actually. Is it November or December? Bros Brawl. But I know he can't be there either, and he regrettably, because I think he was looking forward to it, and we understand that he got a contract with WWE, things happen, so there'll be still people like Sergeant Slaughter, there'll be Marilyn Burns from Texas Chainsaw Massacre movies, Gene Stacy, Greg Dammer Valentine, Joey Ennis, Hacksaw Jim Duggan. Now Hacksaw Jim Duggan, the lunches with him are sold out. Honky Tonk Man, Rikishi, Selena Gaspar, and they took off somebody, and she couldn't come. One of the ladies couldn't. Joyce. So Joyce DeWitt from Three's Company is actually going to be there. I think that's actually cool, by the way. Houston area Ghostbusters and Ecto One. Extreme Paranormal's Jason Gowan is going to be there. True TV's Jackie Pusey, Iron Man 3's Iron Patriot, actor Robert Zedar, Jim Decker, Hand of God author Tony Acree, NPC bodybuilder Brett Trevino will be there. They're really a wonderful sponsor, and they do a lot of work. And I know we're spending a lot of time on the sponsors, but there's been a lot of change and some stuff I've added, so I needed the time, and there wasn't that much to talk about this week, so I'm still going to do. Fighting disability slurs, we're trying to stop people from using actually any kind of slurs. Racial, gay and lesbian, anything, I don't care. We would realize that the world is a better place if we'd stop using disability slurs. And but you can find out information on them at fightdisabilityslurs.wordpress.com. And the music you heard at the front of the show, I always like to give a shout out to our third sponsor. That's Throttle, THRODL. That is a band. They offered us the use of New Blood for their theme song, and I actually talked to Filler the other day, which is Filler Throttle on Twitter. He is one of the band members, and also you can follow them on Official Throttle on Twitter. I actually talked to them about their Razor Wire Finish line. They had some stuff they had to redo. Had a new band member. They had a change in the band lineup, and so they had some things. He did say that they were going to be available on iTunes, and they were going to be available on Amazon. They are going to have some CDs, but it's going to be stuff they're going to be taking with them to the concerts that they go to, the gigs they go to. So, for right now, I don't think they're going to sell any CDs right now, but you can download everything on iTunes, which is, hey, that's how I got the New Blood song. It's pretty good. So, and they're not that expensive either. Plus, you can buy whole albums, But I did talk to him. He is going to be sending me some stuff that we're going to try to give away. We're going to do some contests. And I want to send a really hearty shout out to Blast 52, which is an Irish band. This young lady and this gentleman that we know on Twitter has an Irish band. They're wonderful. It's great music. It's not, it's great stuff. And if you look on our webpage, which is Mayhem-News, that's Mayhem-News, that says hello again, .com, off to the right under affiliates, you can actually see their stuff. And I'm going to add Throttle stuff there as well as soon as I can get to the links. But you can follow their main account, which is at Blast52, and you can follow Stephanie, the Blast52 drummer. You can actually follow her at Blast52 drummer. They have a new EP out called We Can Pretend, and you can buy that on Amazon and iTunes. And I spoke to Chance Prophet this morning via text. I saw something on his Facebook page, and I want to mention. I'm not going to give any links to for the family and stuff because they're kind of going through a bad time. But he's got this little warrior that we need to send our prayers for. It's Keibler. That's Lyall. He's fighting childhood cancer. He's fighting for his life. And, we're going to send our prayers and thoughts to him and his family and anybody that's sticking up for him. We appreciate it. And we ask you to do the same. Whether you pray to God or whatever, this little boy is fighting for his life. And cancer is bad enough, but cancer in children is really, really tough. It's tough on the parents, it's tough on the child, and it's tough on the family. So if y'all, I would appreciate, we send him a shout out. And I want to thank Chance Prophet for giving me that info. And, I know he's been staying busy. He's got some Remix Pro stuff coming up. So Tuesday we'll talk about that. I'll get on his page and give you some dates and stuff if you want to see Chance Prophet. But you can always follow him on his YouTube channel. That's Chance Prophet. You can find him on YouTube. And you also find him on Facebook. And if you see him and you follow him, make sure you tell him the Mayhem News Live sent you. That's pretty much the show today. Had a lot of sponsor stuff I wanted to talk about. And, just there wasn't that much information out this week. Kind of failed on news this week because there wasn't that much to talk about. Most of the stuff I saw on the internet that I get my news stuff from was just a replay from last week. So, excuse me. But I appreciate everyone. I appreciate all of the show views, and I appreciate all of the positive stuff I get from anything. And because I don't pay nothing to the negative, haters gonna hate. They have no life anyway. So you can also follow us at Mayhem News. That's at Mayhem News or at Mayhem News Live. You can also follow us on Facebook. That's Mayhem News. And you can follow me on Twitter as well. That's TMIBLives, TMIBLIVES, all caps. I appreciate it. I'm going to let Throttle take us out. We're going to be gone, and we are out.